ha! John, YouTube does not approve of this thumbnail. I don't know what you're talking about. Why not? It's perfectly fine, acceptable. Reasonable thumbnail right there. That's enough, Ariha. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. It is Baldr Sky Day. We're on our 13th or so stream for Baldr Sky. Yada. Today's stream is yet again brought to you by Lotus Biscoff Biscuits. PM stream though. Yeah. I had to do something. I had things to take care of. Like there probably being a rodent living in my wall, but I'll take care of that. I tried taking care of it and it didn't work out, so I'll take care of it later. If I can. 베이스님 니하 어서오세요. 으흐흐한 게임이라니? 뭔 소린지 모르겠네요. NEA member XX. 발더 스카이 승한 게임이잖아요. 아닌데 전 연령인데 뭔 소린지 모르겠네요. Let's take a look at this real quick. Here we have what you call copium. So the infamous quote-unquote review website, User Benchmark, review, quote-unquote review of the 9800 X3D, priced over 400 USD, are widely marketed as the best gaming CPUs in the world. This is demonstrated at low resolutions with 4090 class GPU, whilst conveniently ignoring the 0.1% low frame drops under cherry-picked cache-bound conditions. The X3D chips do excel, but there is a trade-off. The additional cache results in 6% lower boost clocks and 50% to 80% higher prices than their regular counterparts, 77 and 97X. As with their Radeon GPUs, AMD is looking to drive demand through aggressive marketing rather than delivering real-world performance. Urchin Aloriha! The amount of copium in this post. While Nvidia has effectively countered AMD's marketing in the GPU space, Intel's marketing team remains asleep terminally at the wheel. Nevertheless, the 13.6 and the 14.6K still deliver almost unparalleled real-world gaming performance. For around 200 USD, spending more on a gaming CPU is often pointless, as games are generally limited by the GPU in real-world scenarios. Without significant improvements in social media marketing, forums, Reddits, YouTube, etc., Intel now faced a very real risk of bankruptcy. Third worst performing S&P 500 stock from January to August 2024. Since this summary was published just 2 days ago, hundreds of Twitter threads, thousands of PC Master Raid Reddit posts, multiple magazine articles, and several YouTube videos have emerged in unanimous support for the 98X3D. All these supposedly disinterested actors are working over the weekend to convince you to spend $280 USD addition, more than necessary on a new gaming CPU this holiday season. Constable Mittens, hello Riha. User benchmark on unaliving watch. Self-unaliving watch. You can clown user benchmark all you want, but it's undeniably undeniable that he has a point. The tech space is constantly moving the goalpost to whatever suits AMD the best. A few years ago, they were recommended because, well, they are 15% slower in gaming at 720p. Was the best GPU. Huh. I wonder who ever said that. No one. Reusing DDR4 was another factor ignored. Oh no, what's happening? I'm getting frame drops, it's over! Okay, are we alive now? Are we okay? Is everything okay? Rah! Alright, it's fine now. Phew! Yokatta. Anyway, fun times. 아, 리또죽 아닙니다. 리또죽 아닙니다. Anyway, that's enough laughing at people on the internet. Baldr Sky. Wait, no, I have to restart it. Oh, crud. Sorry, I have to restart it. No, I have to restart it. Yes. My controller wasn't connected yet. Now it's connected. Sekbiha. I like how they did the bounce sequence in this. Yeah, it's great. I love it. The end. No, this is the opening. And the gameplay is actually so good. I love making my crazy combos.
Baldr Sky.
Baldr Sky.
ロードします。
ロードします。
よろしいでしょうか。
よろしいでしょうか。I love Rain's voice. A sudden pain jolts me awake. I'm greeted by the sight of Noise Clinic.
どうだ、記憶の回復具合は。ナノマシンは順調に作動しているようだが。
先生。まだまだです。
まあ、少しずついろいろなことを思い出してはいます。
The headache's as random as ever. My memory's still full of holes too.
今日はこれぐらいにしておこう。待っていろ。今コーヒーを入れてやるから。
She vanishes into the back of the room, her white coat trailing behind her.
ほら飲め。頭がシャッキリとするぞ。
Noe presents me a beaker with black liquid
い
inside.
ただきます。
Drinking coffee from a beaker. I'm not sure what she put in it, but one sip makes me feel all clear-headed. The bitterness makes me cringe though, at which point Rain arrives.
おはようございます、コウさん。
おはよ
I send her a chant while replying verbally, mainly to ask for her input on what Masa told me
記
yesterday.
憶を失う以前のコウさんはアナン市長の身元を探っていたですか？
When I played it some 15 years ago, 12, I think it was like 12 to 13 years ago actually. Once I unlocked Noise voice actually, I put it as Noise. But before that it was Rain, yes.
ああ、だから女王屋の言ってた議員もアなんじゃないかと思うんだ。それなら米内暗殺の件にもつながるように思う。
問題はそのつながりがどんなものかということですね。
Rain places her finger on her lip and takes to thinking.
君たち 私をのけ者にして恋人同士の語らいか？
Noi wants to join on the romantic chat. Noi cuts in looking pretty displeased.
違いますよ。そんな風に見えますか？
どうだかね。
She cracks an impish grin.
何がどうだかなんですか？
別に。私は人の血話喧嘩に首を突っ込むほど暇じゃないからな。
You got a Borgar? Perfect, because you're just in time for Ballin.
一体誰と誰が血話喧嘩など。だから関心がないと言っているだろう。そんなことよりアナン市長について面白い話を聞いたのだが、聞きたいかね？
Yes, please. Ranis Liha. Did I say Liha to you? What Liha? Rain and I shoot each other a glance in response.
どうして俺たちにそんな話を聞かせてくれるんです？
よくわからんが、君たちなら興味があるんじゃないかと思ってね。
思ってね. She grins while making a circle with her index finger and thumb. I cannot wait for 2 hours of VN for 10 seconds of combat. Hey, combats are not that short. Seems like she's aware of what we're in the market for. And it won't be free.
おいくらですか？さすが話が早い。君たちなら安くしておくが。
There's more night battles than mecha... Huh? There's no night battles. Rain transfers her the desired credits, and Noi clears her throat.
アナン市長のスキャンダルについて、神塚の間で面白い噂が流れているようだ。
Dilettants. Dilet. Is that a synonym for information brokers, or is that like a synonym for bad actors? Night battle, is that what they call it nowadays?
暴露しようとしていたスキャンダルですか？
いや、多分違うと思う。無名都市の一角には会員制の秘密クラブが存在し、金持ちの神塚たちがいかがわしい遊戯。
Oh no! It's that part again. I'm gonna have to mute the... Which line was it? Was it the voice line or was it the sound effect line that I had to mute last time?
アナン市長もその主要メンバーであり、さらにはクラブの運営にも口を出せる立場と噂されているようだ。そのクラブでは娼婦の電子体はもちろん違法な NPC まで導入してありとあらゆる変態行為を追求していると聞く。
違法な NPC？
海賊版の NPC だ。
You wouldn't download an NPC.
違法な愛玩用モデルが高価な値段で取引されているらしい。
Noi sends me several pictures.
これは
The first one is displaying lots of men and women apparently having...
すごいなこれは。
No, it is all ages. I'll show you on Steam. All ages. Store. I don't know where the age rating is. it's all ages. What is this game? This game is called Baldr Sky. Baldr Sky. Another photo shows dressed girls, some of which look like cool.
当局に押収された違法 NPC だ。著名メーカーの人気モデルが目白押しだな。
Popular models made by famous devs such as Nishinaki.
この子たちがつまりいやらしい目的で売り買いされているわけか。
They are not original, just pirated copies. I understand that much, but it still makes me feel kind of disgusting.
NPC にもパテントが存在しますから、無許可で改造し販売するのは立派な犯罪行為です。
DRM in my NPCs. Not Kantai collection build. Oi is wild in Night Battle. Her torpedo cut in attack is just amazing. I fed like 20 Maruyus to her so that her cut-in would proc frequently. What is the NPC anti-piracy screen?
Anan 市長は愛玩用の NPC がお気に入りで秘密のハレムを仮想空間に所有しているとの噂もあるほどだ。
You wouldn't download an NPC. You wouldn't make a secret virtual harem of NPCs.
そりゃある意味政治家にとっては致命的なスキャンダルだな。
Such NPCs are not illegal per se, but society looks down on those who use them, especially if they're pirated. Yeah, if you're gonna use such NPCs, make sure you're using the licensed original goods. Scandals are definitely bad for a politician's image, but
そのセクサロイドを作っている連中を締め上げれば何か面白い話が聞けるのか。
how is a matter of pirated NPCs related to my goal? Wait, hold on. If No is telling the truth,
先生のおっしゃることがゴシップでなければですが。
100% would not download an NPC and make NPC download more NPCs. Pirated NPCs, a secret nanoplant, both are cutting-edge tech that have connections to Anan. Maybe attacking the Anan-tied bootleggers will turn up some info on Drexler. The relation seems weak, but my instincts as a merc are telling me otherwise. This is something that Seishu, me, would have never realized.
ところで君たち、ここにアナンに関わりがありそうな NPC 密造業者のアドレスがあるのだが、欲しいかね?
Hoshikane. She wants more money. No, he makes another ring with her fingers and grins. Chapter 7, Bootlegger versus the Hot Dogger. We leave the clinic and head to the nearest net cafe. The concrete room is full of narrow, coffin-like consoles. A strange smell assaults my nose. It's the reek of people who are diving for long periods of time without taking a bath. Take a friggin' bath, people.
こんなところから没入するのか。
Take a shower.
長時間のダイブになるかもしれません。生命維持装置付きのコンソールが必要です。
Console with life support function.
コンソール。シュミクラムを扱うときは可能な限りワイヤードでか。
I remember Mr. Kuriara saying something like that. I wonder what he's doing now.
空きのコンソールを見つけました。
Rain drags out a console and opens the coffin-like cover. We stay stinky.
店員がいないみたいだけど、黙って使っていいのかな。
ご安心を。料金はノーチップ経由で口座から引き落とされます
The
から。
payment will be deducted directly through your brain chip. Rain urges me to get in, and I lie down in it. The urethane foam inside is slightly wet. Some sweaty nerd was using it, and it's not dry. I searched for a place to insert my neurojack and do just that.
それではあち
If
らで
society
合流しま
ends
しょ
up
う。
like this, I'm moving to a cabin in the woods. Good luck finding a forest. She closes the iron door, making the inside of the console dimly light up. I close my eyes and entrust myself to the driving process. What if it was a sweaty girl? I don't think I'll be comfy VR diving either way. A short while after, I appear in the ether. Rain's avatar manifests before me.
お待たせしました。
よし。じゃあ早速乗り込むか。
待ってください。軍服のままでは任務に差し支えがありますから。
Rain's clothes shine for a moment and quickly morph into something different. She then stands before me in her casual clothes. They make her look like a normal upper middle class girl.
そうだな。潜入するのに軍服姿じゃさすがにまずいよな。
I follow her lead and change into something
で
different.
は参りましょうか。
Rial almost had a Freudian slip. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
ああ。無名都市か。
We're back
こ
in
こはどこを
Anonymous
見て
City.
も変わり映えのしない場所だな。
Anonymous City Part 6 or whatever. Following the info Noi sold us, we arrived at this address.
表向きだけですよ。構造体に一歩入れば全くの別世界が広がって。
Rain says that when suddenly, some feminine... Ah! Okay, there we go. Muted the game. All right, which voice was it? Okay, that did the trick. That did the trick. I look around and see men and women having in one of the alleys. It's not just one group either. There's men and women of all ages all over the place going at it with no care for anyone watching.
さすが愛と快楽のフォーラムですね。
まったくだ。目に毒ってこのことだろうよ。
We try to keep our eyes off them as we make our way further in. Eventually, we arrive at the merchant's base. Beyond the door extends a huge room lined with marble flooring and a plethora of people engaging in... By the way, is this repeat text? Can I skip it? Oh no, it's not repeat text.
レイン、本当にここが海賊版 NPC の製造元か？
ショールームなのかもしれませんね。製造しているのはきっとこの奥なのでしょう。
She tries to act cool, but her cheeks are red and her gaze is uncertain. It'd be weird not to react to a sight like this, in all honesty. Which explains why I'm kind of losing my mind.
指定の場所に急ごう。
He's trying to find the people who are making the pirated NPCs. Thanks for the clip. Kimo.
Yeah.
We make our way through the room, taking care not to step on anyone. Just then, though, a familiar voice reaches my ears. Among the crowd of deviants is an NPC that looks just like Ku. It's writhing in pleasure. I'm well aware that it's not actually Ku. It's just a cheap imitation, and yet I feel an indescribable anger burning up inside me. Ah!
大丈夫。あれは単なる人形だ。気になんかしちゃいない。
Ah! I cut across. Ah! I could have cut across the room swiftly, doing everything I can to ignore it.
コウさん、指示された入り口はあれのようです。設定します。
Will that work? If I mute Sora, will that mute the voice lines? Oh no, I turned off the other voice line. Yeah. You would know if you remember the first time we came here, during our first route, where there was voice background sound effect the entire time. Slow down, we need to hear the entire voice lines. No, that's okay. I direct my attention to the suspicious door. 2 shots only beyond here is written on it. What's the rating for this game again? All ages.
よし。あそこから中に潜り込むか。
待ってください。脳内物質の感知装置が仕掛けられている様子です。
そりゃ困ったな。
We shoot each other a glance, unsure what to do. The only way to get past here is to be in the mood, so to speak. Otherwise, we'll trip the sensor.
何をしてるんだい？後ろが詰まってるんだよ。
Someone shouts at us from behind. Crap, we're gonna bring too much attention to ourselves if we had stayed here.
他に入り口はないのかよ。
Ko is well known for his 2 shots. I have no functioning short-term or long-term memory. Actually, I was just watching Kurt's Gazette, his latest video, and it was about doing weed and how it can affect memory. Yeah, there's a horny sensor on this door.
注意、覚悟を決めて、上官らしくリードしてくださいませ。
Rain speaks directly to me, then wraps her arm around mine, showing me that she's entirely serious.
仕方がない。仮想薬物を使う。レイン、好きだったやつのことを考えろ。
We'll use a virtual drug, so think about the guy you used to like.
Yeah.
We all know that that is, I think... Wait, no, did she say that in her route? We tighten our grip on each other's hand, then activate the virtual drug. My vision goes blurry. I can feel my heart racing, my head getting lighter and lighter. Something clicks. I turn to face the source of the lovely voice I just heard. The sight of it leaves me stunned. Yeah. If science ever invents the horny sensor, I'm painting my walls in my brain. Here I thought fanservice was only in anime. No. They're very common in games. Was Rain always this gorgeous? I feel like I'm staring at some sort of angel. She's staring right back at me, her mouth hanging half open. Just the sight of her is driving me crazy.
見つめ合うなら中に入ってからにしな。こっちだって今にもおつゆが床に垂れそうだってのに。
This girl says she's dripping wet there. Her kicking me helps me regain my senses.
熱いです。これは早く解除しないととんでもないことをしてしまいそうです。
分かってる。行くぞ。
We stagger along, still arm in arm. I can tell how flushed Rain is by the way she's shivering. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy myself. I just want to hug and smooch her all over right now. A voice rings out though, making it clear that we've reached the gate.
チェックします。しばらくお待ちください。
Have we reached the bonk level? The required bonk level. Feels like we're waiting an eternity for the results. Rain spends the entire time fidgeting. Make sure to bring a fidget spinner if you ever plan on going to one of these establishments. Drippin' nah. We're ballin'. Rain spends the entire time fidgeting.
今は声を抑えてくれ。
She takes a deep breath. Wait, that's breathe. That's a typo. TL team, I found a typo that should say breath. No E at the end. Then closes her eyes tight. John Baldr better have studied the bonk exam. The sensor will not be strong enough to read my values. I shut my eyes and try to bring Sora to mind. I seem to have some problem doing so, though. Her image appears at first, but then it morphs into Chinatsu and Rain. And finally it settles on Nanoha! Her kind, useful visage makes my heart clench. My sweet, lovely Nanoha. Why am I thinking about her at a time like this, though? Was there a time when I viewed her with less vicious eyes? I'm not sure, but all I know is that I want to see her right now, maybe because of the drug. I just want to log out right now and embrace her tiny little frame. I noticed Rain tearing up beside me. Nanoha remains on my mind, but that doesn't stop me from embracing Rain.
チェック完了しました。入場してください。
やっとか。行くぞ、レイン。
We make our way through the gate quickly. The girl standing behind these two is like, why is she crying now? This isn't creepy at all. We make our way through the gate quickly.
これで第一関門はクリアだな。
We meet eyes while catching our breath, only to become trapped in each other's gaze. This is bad. My heart's going wild here. The mere sight of a girl is sending me over the edge. I'm ever so tempted to give in to my own desires. How's my favorite Alphoshi? Suzumiri Hariha. I'm doing well, thank you.
薬を解除しましょう。注意。名残惜しいかもしれませんが、所詮作り物は感情ですから。
I close my eyes and disable the virtual drug. The feelings that were driving me crazy begin to fade away, leaving me clear-headed. Rain's looking at me like she just woke up from a dream herself. She's as beautiful as ever, but at least now I don't need to worry about giving in and doing anything to her. I just can't help but fall.
こんな体験はこれっきりにしておきたいよな。
It's fully all ages.
ええ、そうですね。
In order to get in, we use a program to fill us with romantic feelings. I've heard of programs like that before, but actually experiencing it firsthand is
とりあ
unsettling.
えずここまで張り込んだら別行動を取った方が効率的か。
はい、注意は当初の目的通り NPC 密導業者を追ってください。私は構造体をサーチしつつサポートに回ります。
いや、
Yeah. I'll leave Rain behind and make my way further into the structure. I change into some nimble wear and proceed to make my way through the area. Things proceed smoothly enough until suddenly an alarm rings out through the facility.
何事だ、レイン。
待ってください。今調べています。
施設内で侵入者との戦闘発生。戦闘要員はシュミクラにシフトし、直ちに現場に急行せよ。
侵入者と戦闘？俺たちとは別に誰かがここを襲撃しているのか。
そのようですね。コウさん、気をつけて。後ろに敵です。
後ろに敵です。I turn as quickly as I can, but it's too late. Two men are standing there with their guns pointed at me.
見かけねえ顔だな。一体こんなところで何してやがるんだ。
何してやがる？
俺は単なる客ですよ。ただ彼女とはぐれてしまって。
客？本当か？こんな奥までどうして誰にも。
Yeah, we got past the bonk sensor. Please leave us alone.
こいつすげえ電脳化されてるぜ。俺は絶対に素人なんかじゃねえ。
Breach in horny jail detected. I didn't expect them to have someone that knowledgeable with them.
そんな。俺はただチップのカスタマイズが趣味なだけで、今時これぐらい珍しくないでしょ。
だったらチップの中を探らすな。それともここで寿命を終わらせたいか。
Saying that, both of them approach me, guns still in hand. This wouldn't be a problem if I could shift into my simulacrum, but that would put our plan in jeopardy. Letting them take a look through my chip isn't an option either. I'm not some action movie hero though. I can't take on armed people with my bare hands.
動くなよ。電子体でも撃たれれば痛いじゃ済まねえんだからよ。
まあ待ってくれよ。確かに俺はいろいろチップに金をつぎ込んでるけど、本当に単なるマニアで。
口での情報は信用ならねえ。さあ、観念しな。
Just then, I noticed a shadow behind them. A blunt noise follows. One of the men has been knocked into the wall. In his place is a girl wearing a mask.
なんだ!
Totally cannot tell who that is. I wonder who that could possibly be. I take that opportunity to rush in and grab the other guy by the neck.
だから手を引けと言っただろう。
Chinatsu! It's Chinatsu.
まさか侵入者ってお前だったのかよ。お前一体何をこんなところで。
一人でうろついているってことは、こうも遊びに来たってわけじゃなさそうだね。
Yeah, I totally came here alone. Please don't suspect me. Bonk administered. She replies with a straight face. Any doubts I had of her still being a civilian are more or less gone now. That kick was far too precise and focused.
その場にとどまらず移動してください。今ガイドマップを送ります。
I don't have any time to waste myself then. I grab Chinatsu's arm and begin dashing through the
行くぞ
corridor.
2つ。
だから触らないでってば。
She knocks my arm away from hers, with enough force to almost rip it out of its socket, might I add.
ついていくから気安く触らないで。
ああすまん。
I'm not too fond of that treatment, but I opt to ignore it and start running again. The scenery remains the same no matter how far we run. Ko's definitely not getting the ball in accusation. Yesterday it was Noi. Just 5 minutes ago it was Nanoha. And then it was Rain. And then now, Shinatsu. There's no doubt we would have gotten lost here if it weren't for the map Rain sent us.
前もこんなことあったよね。
それっていつの話だ？
そういえば忘れているんだって。ごめん。気にしないで。
Silence falls over us as we continue running. I'm feeling a bit of a deja vu myself, but I can't recall the
コウ
details.
さん、隠れて。前方から警備用のウイルス接近。
隠れろって言われても。
I screech to a halt, taking a look around me. There's a door on the right hand side. Hanging above it is a plate that reads Playroom.
ちょっと何を見てるの？まったくこんな時に。
違う。前方からウイルスが来てるらしい。サポートから隠れろって言われてるんだが。
Just then, the sound of mechanical footsteps ring
だっ
out.
たら悩んでる場合じゃないよ。
She grabs my arm and rushes towards the door. Once in, she boots the door shut and launches the both of us further in. We both land on top of one another. Huh? Why did we land on top of one another? The footsteps are just outside now. We made it just in the nick of time. A short time later, they passed right by the room.
どうやら行ったみたいね。
Relief washes over me alongside the sensation of Chinatsu's body.
おっと。
This position isn't exactly ideal. Just as I try to get up, a number of voices shout out in
ち
protest.
ょっと痛い。何バタバタしてんのさ。
Wait, is that the girl that's standing behind us in line?
おいおい冷やかしは勘弁だぞ。おとなしくまぐわねえなら出ていけよ。
ごめん。
Chinatsu pulls me close and wraps her arm around my back, leaving our faces in close... Wait, why is she doing that? Why isn't she pushing me away again, huh? Because it's anime, that is true. The rule of animanga. Animanga Japanese video game. When two people fall, one's gonna fall on the other. She might be gloomy now, but she's just as pretty as
しば
ever.
らくこの体勢でやり過ごそう。
Let's stay like this for now.
叩き出されないと思う。
They won't kick us out if we hug like this.
お前ちゃんと使えるのか？
お互い素人じゃないのは分かってるでしょ。
She cuts off the line following that, leaving us hugging in silence. It's mixing. The sounds from the people around us are unpleasant, to say the least. See, you're not hearing the sound effect, because I turned it off. I'm glad the room's as dark as it is.
レイン、状況は？
しばらくその場所に留まれそうですか？
Will you be able to remain there for the time being? Rain, please! I'm in an awkward position here. 오나리님 리하소세요. Well, I can't really tell her about my current situation.
とどまれないことはないな。落ち着かないな。
도대체 무슨 게임을? 아, 걱정하실 거 없습니다. 전 연령 비주얼 노블입니다. 감사합니다. Probably, but I'd rather not. Oh wait, no, this is spoken line.
もう少し我慢してください。追ってこちらから連絡しますから。
You will adore your government-issued tsundere. She cuts off in a hurry. I can only imagine that she's busy herself.
どうって何？
だから状況はそっちはサポートと連絡取れているんでしょ。あんたのとこのサポートすごいね。私らの方はすぐに私を見失ったみたいだよ。
I'm curious about what she means by ours. But she probably won't answer. That much seems obvious.
ああ、少しの間待機していてくれたそうだ。
She seems unhappy with that, not that I can blame her given the situation. Unhappy might be putting it lightly, actually. She's about as tense as someone would be if they were being hugged by a guy they hate. Her feelings towards me are more than apparent now. The realization leaves me both sad and full of regret.
すまんな。嫌だろうけど、あと少しだけ我慢してくれ。
別に嫌じゃないよ。
Who said I hate it? She avoids eye contact while answering, but then looks up at me.
それに今更何を。
It's too late,
私と何があったか忘れちゃった。
unless you've forgotten what happened between us. Yeah, about that.
今更って。
I almost scream externally. Don't tell me I've already gone to a few bases with her.
それすら覚えていないんだ。
ごめん。
I try as hard as I can to remember, but it's no good. It doesn't stop my heart from racing though. At this point, it's impossible to ignore the voices around us and the feeling of her body against mine, which leads to my own body taking the driving seat.
相変わらずだね。ほう。
本当にすまん。もしかしてそれが原因で怒っているのか？
関係ない。別にこう怒ったり嫌っているわけじゃない。
Okay, she does not hate us.
ただ今の私はもう男とか女とかどうでもよくなっちゃったから。
There's a hint of sadness in her expression. Bro just falls without trying. I try to think of a way to respond, but that's interrupted by the sound of Rain's
聞
voice.
こえますか、コウさん。至急その部屋を出てください。
Ah,
何
immediately.
があったレイン。
緊急警報。施設内で非常事態が発生しました。指示に従い、直ちに構造体から退去してください。
The other people in the room stop what they're doing and spring to their feet upon hearing the
今だ。
announcement.
行くよこう。
ああ。
Wading through all the naked bodies, we burst out of the
レ
room.
イン、聞こえるか？
I can't connect with her. There must be a jammer set up somewhere. This game is comfortable for all ages. The sound I can hear off in the distance told me that people are locked in
お
combat.
互いかくれんぼの時間は終わったらしいね。
ああ、そのようだな。
じゃあ私は。
待て。行く前に一つ聞かせてくれ。
Last minute fallen. She actually stops this time, so I might as well get right to the
も
point.
しかしてお前らもドレクスラー機関を追っているのか？
口が軽いよこう。お互いもう学園生じゃないんだから。
それを分かった上で聞いているんだ。
だったらわかるでしょ。鈴代市に集まってる連中の目当てと言ったらそれしかない。
Huh, pretty much everyone who's coming to Sujishiro is after the same thing.
そしてもちろん私は志願してこの任務に参加してる。
Aww.
どうしてお前は志願したんだ？ドレクスラー機関に何か思うことでもあるのか？
そりゃあるに決まってる。特に私たちには。
She cuts herself off, unable to hide her own surprise.
まさか。
そう、俺も追う理由があったはずなのにさっぱり忘れちまっている。俺たちが追わなきゃいけない理由って何だったんだ？
理由を忘れているならその方がいいよ。
You're best off not remembering.
それに正直羨ましい。私だってできることなら忘れたいよ。
Shinatsu actually looking really soft here.
千夏。
サポートと再接続できたら。じゃあね。死なないでよ。
Ah, how did you re-establish contact with support? Rain's still getting jammed.
待ってくれ、千夏。
I try to stop her once more, but this time she refuses to turn back. As she disappears into the structure, a number of viruses appear, as if to take her place.
確かにかくれんぼの時間はおしまいか。
I put my thoughts on that issue aside and shift into my simulacrum. Time for combat! Rebig. Canceling X attacks? No. We commit. Radar map. This seems useful. 600? Sure, I'll take it. Is the map plugin plugged in? Map plugin. Radar map. Okay, it is working. Good, good. Save data.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。装備を確認しましょう。
Is anything maxed out? No, it's not maxed out at all. Okay. Oh, why is that missing? There we go. I finally got my S7 back after rolling nearly $1,000 on it. Well, that's the thing with buying old cars. You save on the initial purchase, but you spend more on maintenance. Alright, the combo's working nicely. Let's go. Boom! Gosh, the bazookas is so good. Boom! Ah. The AoE is just so big. Alright, is that all of them? Easy. 2 tires fitted and a line plus fixing radio. Healer repeated for the other 2 tires. Huh. My connection with Rain is restored soon after clearing out the viruses.
状況は何がどうなってる？
この構造体に侵入してきた戦闘部隊が NPC 密造業者たちの部隊と戦闘しています。
介入してきているのは一体どこの連中だ？
まだ正体は突き止めていませんが。
It has to be the group Chinatsu was with, at least. Oh, right, these guys have the force field deflection thing. Okay, actually a little tough this combat. Oh my god. Getting surrounded from all directions here. Alright, it's on. It's down. It's down. Now's my chance. Ow. Ah, missed my combo because of that hit. Alright, this should do it. Ah. Too fat. Drop quickly. Ah, there we go. Ah! There we go. 뭐야, 진짜 건전해. 아, 그럼요. 건전하다니까요.
そちらに親玉が逃げたようです。データ転送します。設定します。
There we go. Sound effect on. Checking the sensor reveals a medium-class simulacrum rushing in my direction. Using that data, I proceed along and run into a panicked simulacrum.
フリーズ。お
Freeze!
前がここのボスだな。
ここのボスだな。
てめえ誰だ。
誰だ。
証明。てめえら一体何の目的で。
上層しろ。お前には聞きたいことがたっぷりあるんだ。
寝言は寝てから言いやがれ。
That's right.
オーバーヒートか。
オーバーヒットか。
ダメか。
What's he keep throwing at me? Ah! Okay, got zapped by it. Ah! Oh, missed. No? Oh, okay, it's already down. Ha! Ha! Is that cool? Wait, that sounds like... Is that the same VA as Baldr Gregory? He scurries off, probably having realized that he doesn't stand a chance. Oh wait, no, or is that Anan? He's surprisingly fast though. I can't give him up. Give him an opportunity to escape. He jumps into an open hatch. I keep up the chase, but then Rain contacts me.
この先は別の構造体に接続されています。
ゲートか。接続先はわかるか。
無名都市なのは確実ですが、詳しいことは。
So I have no idea where I'm gonna end up if I jump in. That said, I can't give up the chase here.
ガスか。
お気をつけて、注意。
Yabe. I think this is, yeah, it's the minion. The first thing I see beyond the gate is an unnatural
こ
light.
こも無名都市なのか。
The dark gray tones are similar, but the structure's design brings the interior of a biomechanical body to
そ
mind.
れにしても、ボスはどこに。
This place is unsettling, but I need to focus on my surroundings.
そこか。
I noticed something in a corner of the room. Pointing my gun to the said corner, the very person I was chasing lets out a whimper and waddles
参った。
out.
逃げねえから。撃たないでくれ。
His simulacrum raises its hands. A display window pops up soon after. He looks about as pathetic as
アー
expected.
ク社の NPC のデータはどこから手に入れた。
んなことはお前には関係ないだろ。
I bring my gun closer to him.
わかった。言うよ。海賊版 NPC のソースをドミニオンから買って、それを量産して客商売してただけなんだよ。
Source code from the
あ
minion.
の狂信者集団のか。にしても、どうしてあのタイプの海賊版なんだ。 天下のアーク社の追及が厳しいのも分かってるだろ。
そこだよそこ。
どういう
あの NPC はアーバルシティにしか配備されていね
That NPCs only used in Arval
え。し
City.
かも厳重なセキュリティに守られてるから街中で押し倒そうもんなら即バレて逮捕だ。
Oh, because she's hard to get to. And you can't do anything to that NPC because Ark would kick your ass.
NPC フェチの連中からすればあの NPC は手の届くところにありながら触れたくても触れられない。そう
The forbidden
禁断の
fruit.
果実みたいなもんさ。しかもモデルは実在した
It
少女
gets even better when you realize it's based on an actual
非
person.
正規天然
Nice and detailed and au naturel.
人気が出ないわけがねえ。
お前はその希少価値のある少女がどんな少女だったか知ってるのか。
さあね。でもモデルの娘はもう死んじまったと聞いてる。
Ain't got a clue. I did hear that she's dead though. NPC fetching.
とすれば
Which makes it even rarer.
なおさらレアってわけよ。
Hentai da. Korose.
こりゃあ好き者にはたまらん存在だろ。
てめえ
JKJ Rihariha. I left my fist up.
待った。俺はお得意さんの依頼で調達しただけだ。逆に金持ちの NPC オタクがいやがって。
そいつはアナンのことか。
ああ、よく知ってるじゃねえか。そう、アナン市長だよ。
I managed to bluff my way into the info I was hoping for. Then again, that info may have been sleeping deep within my memories already.
あの人にはいろいろ世話にもなってるからな。裏稼業、持ちつ持たれつよ。俺が市長に学者連中を紹介したこともあるし。
Oh, some scientists. Drexler.
学者連中。
なんだっけ、どれなんとか機関。最も市長に消されちまったって噂だけどな。その学者連中は
I can feel the blood rushing to my head upon hearing that.
学者連中。ドレクスラー機関とアナン市長が関わりを持っていたのは確実なんだな。もっと詳しく事情を話せ。1から10まで丁寧にな。
分かった。そのドレクスラー機関の連中を市長に紹介。いや、仲介したのは俺なんだよ。
アナンに仲介？どうしてドレクスラー機関なんかを紹介する必要があるんだ。
ナノマシンを密造するために
Can't
は
make
そ
nanomachines
れな
without
りの知識を
people.
持った学者さんが必要だ。それで市長はいつも裏で優秀な人材を探していたんだ。市長こそがシティのナノ密造業者の大元締めだ。そんなことはこの業界じゃ常識だぜ。
だがさっき連中は市長に消されたと言っていたな。どういうことだ。
ドレクスラー機関の潜んでいたアジトが妙な連中の襲撃を受けて
Hey, that's me. I
全滅
attacked
したの
them.
を知っているか？
I nod carefully. He sighs before
あ
responding.
りゃ市長の仕業だよ。施設ごと爆破してナノ開発の証拠を隠滅したってわけだ。
Oh wait, no, I guess it wasn't me.
以来
I'm also suffering from amnesia.
学者連中の知るさ。
Okay, so Anon had commissioned Drexler Institute scientists to make nanomachines, illegal nanomachines. And then he blew them up, including the operational facility, to cover that up. Okay. Gilbert's face comes to mind. Things are starting to click into place now. His action makes sense. His actions make sense if it turns out he was working under Anan's orders.
しかしごたごたが起こっちまって、なんでドレクスラーなんかを紹介したんだとか市長の野郎、今頃になって文句を言ってきやがる。
なんだ。
詳しいことは知らねえよ。ただいろんな連中があの学者連中の件でいろいろと嗅ぎ回
Seems like a bunch of different parties are sniffing about for them. Yes, that's me. That's me.
奴 つの言っていた商売仲間か。
おい、てめえら遅いじゃねえか。早くこいつらを始末してくれ。
The simulacrums block my path to him.
そう。
Meanwhile, he begins a mad dash towards the gate that he came from. Alright, well, we try to do this one at a time. Ah, that knockback! There we go, full combo. Oh my god, I missed that. Boom! Grenade? Oh, okay. Grenade. Easy. I make my way over to the hatch, but the door doesn't open. An anchor is being set up too. Looks like I'll have to find another exit on my own. I shift out of my simulacrum and head through another hatch, only to be greeted by a disturbing sight. It's dark. It's a dark and moody room. Scattered about are a number of mannequins. No, these are not mannequins. They're remains of broken NPCs. I'm disgusted in more ways than one. Corpses themselves are bad enough, but the fact that they're not vanishing from cyberspace means that someone actually cares about them enough to keep them here like this. A girl's voice calls out to me all of a sudden. Not only is she wearing an odd robe, she has a mask that's covering most of her face. She says those words to me. This reminds me of a certain rumor that Dominion have an incredibly skilled hot dogger at their disposal. Weekly reminder that hot dogger in this world means an ace pilot. Seems like they were true though, too. She's right in front of me. I can almost feel her pain and despair in her heart from here. Saying that, she takes one step towards me. All of a sudden, though, she turns her back to me. Fear, terror. Her emotions hit me like a brick wall once more. Of course, it's Chainsaw Man! She tries to answer but is interrupted by a loud and boisterous voice out of nowhere. I know this voice. I've heard it just recently, I'm sure. She briskly makes her way into a small hole that's opened on a wall nearby following that, almost as if to prevent me from talking to her any further. No wonder that voice sounded so familiar. The question now is why someone like him would request a meeting with me. Beyond the door, I see a magnificent chapel. I can hear the sound of a pipe organ being played too. It's a strange kind of magnificence, though. The cross is inverted too. There's no doubt that this is an important place for Dominion. A man in a in priest's robe is standing before the giant inverted cross. Gosh, I love this music, it's so good. It's the same person I saw on a soapbox monitor in town. Around him are a number of his followers. They all seem
あん
lifeless.
たがドミニオンの親玉だな。
いかにも私がドミニオン教団の教主グレゴリー神父である。
He almost sounds like, what's his name? Norio Wakamoto. Wakamoto Norio. Indeed, I am the spiritual leader of Dominion. I can't do Wakamoto voice. A sonorous, deep voice, his Slavic face is warped in a compassionate smile. Warped into a compassionate smile. Quite the juxtaposition of words there. There is a cold glint in his eyes. They seem as inorganic as glass and completely devoid of life.
で、ドミニオンの首領が一体俺に何の用なんだ？
君に助言ソフィアからの啓示を授けよう。
そりゃなんとも教祖自らありがたい
PPT
ことだ
mo merinim
な。
ni hasoseyo. There was enough sarcasm in there to kill a man, but he just smiles and nods enthusiastically.
我々には縁があるのだよ門倉公主。君も理解できない縁が。
Does this repeat text? No, it's not.
絵にしたって俺に共振者の知り合いなんていたっけな。
君は気づいていないだけなのだ。我々には深い縁があるのだよ。
The priest slowly places his hand on the girl's shoulder. She gives a weak nod in response.
さて本題だ。この件から手を引きたまえ注意。
He looks like the gym teacher in Persona 5. Forgot his name. Is the gym teacher evil? He sounds surprisingly serious this
これ
time.
以上事件に関わっても君に得することなどあるまい。シティを離れ平穏に暮らしてはいかん。
そんなことができれば俺も苦労しないさ。
I flash a cheeky smile at
脅
him.
迫観念ってやつなんだろうな。ドレクスラー機関のことを思うと到底手を引く気分になれなくてね。
では私から質問だ。どうして君はドレクスラー機関のことがそこまで気になるのかな。
I've been going after them ever since Great Christmas, but why?
それは大惨事を招いた学者連中で。
なるほど。義憤で追いかけているのか。
Righteous indignation.
いや違うな。違うはずだ。本当はそんなことが理由ではないはずだ。
He was a bad boss. Okay.
うるさいな、知るかよ。俺は記憶をなくすまで連中を追っていた。だから俺には追うべき理由があるはずなんだよ。
そうとも大いにあるとも。君が追っているのは恋人の理不尽な死に納得できる原因が欲しいからだ。
こいつ誰がてめえに精神分析を頼んだんだよ。
Something in me just snaps. I grab my gun and point it right at him.
迷える魂を救うのは聖職者の務めなのだよ。
Doesn't even budge. His followers also just continue standing in place.
ありがてえこったな。どうせなら俺が忘れちまった理由をはっきりと教えてもらいたいもんだな。
無論そのつもりだと。
Clicks his fingers, and in response, the entire area turns white. A projected screen shows a man covered in blood screaming. It's a manufacturer who managed to escape earlier. He's being held in place by a red simulacrum, one I've seen before.
聞かせてもらおうか。お前が知っていること、洗いざらい。
Simulacrum's gun is locked directly onto his head.
もうやめてくれ。何でも喋るから。
彼らが作っていたのはアセンブラなんだな。すでに完成しているの。
知らねえよ。とにかく今は肝心な部分が欠けてて使えない状態だってことしか。
Oh yeah, the environmental cleaning nanomachine thing that caused Great Christmas was called Assembler. But during Christmas it did more of a disassembly.
コマンダーが未完成なのか。
だから知らねえ。やめろ。俺にわかる。アセンブラ、あいつらまたそんなものを作ってたのか。
I find myself at a loss for words as I remember what happened to Sora. What the hell are they thinking? Didn't they learn anything from what happened last time?
じゃあ次の質問だ。ドレクスラー機関の連中はどこに逃げ込んだ。
だから消されたって。
A simulacrum fires a bullet, which barely scrapes his head.
ゴートをなめるな。
知らねえ。
He's part of GOAT!
そんなのドミニオンの連中に聞いてくれ。あんたらがドレクスラーの残党を保護している。それを知らせたくてこんなものを見せたのか。
おそらく見せ場はもう少し後だ。ほら、彼女が何かを言おうとしている。それは君にとっても大事な質問なはずだ。
He has me curious, so I turned my attention to the screen.
生き残ったメンバーのリスト。その中に栗原直樹はいるのか。
Rah! Sensei!
そいつが連中の
Is the leader.
もうやめてくれ。ここはリミッターがないんだぞ。先生がどうして。
That's the name of my teacher. A man who taught me much. A man who I respect.
どうして先生がマッドサイエンティストの連中と行動を共にしているんだよ。
それは君の方がよく知っているはずではないかね。
Suguru Kamoshida is the name of the gym teacher. Okay, I'll see. And he looks just like Father Gregory, apparently. His lifeless eyes are locked right on me as a sharp pain begins to run through my head. I grip my teeth and glare right back at him. Though that doesn't help the pain, it just gets worse.
我慢は良くない。王とすべき時は王とせねば。苦し
俺の体を気遣ってくれてる。
いいな。私が気遣うのは常に不燃は肉体など大した問題ではない。
For your Numa. I guess that's like the consciousness, the soul.
そして記憶など単なる心が残すクソ便に過ぎない。さあ吐き出して楽になりたまえ。
He raises his arms into the air. I start losing the feeling in my legs soon after.
だから秋の編入試験で再チャレンジしようと思ってて、それまで学科のことは黙っていようって。
Oh no, I can feel something welling up from deep down. This is the absolute worst time for that though.
どうしてだろう。私はお母さんやお父さんの子なのに、どうして頭が悪いんだろう。
I feel like I'm gonna pass out the moment I slip. Why am I having flashbacks at a time like this?
やめろ貴様。一体俺の脳みそに何をしているんだ。
自分の脳髄に聞きたまえ。あれは幼馴染との帰り道。青春の空は過ぎ、天秤座が空に輝いて。
Libra. Stars at night really were pretty. That was the day where I learned that Nanoha had failed to get into her first choice department. She was understandably in tears, but I finally managed to calm her down. Afterwards, we both walked back to the dorm together.
ほら、ナノハ。
いつまでもうつむいてちゃダメだって。
This is not a good time for a
うつむいてると運が逃げるっ
flashback.
て言うぜ。
We're gonna get chainsawed by Gregory. She stops hanging her head and looks up at the sky.
ここはまだ星が見えるんだよね。
ああ、それも南朝霞と同じだな。
We walk while gazing at the stars. It's kind of nostalgic. It reminds me of the times Nanoha and I walked around holding hands.
ねえ、こう。あれ、なんて星座かわかる？
北斗七星じゃないのか？
I don't see it.
違うよ。その下の星座だよ。もう、検索ソフト使うなら自分で調べるよ。こうが知ってるか知りたかっただけ。
あれは牛飼い座だよ。
I look forward again and I see Mr. Kuriara.
ああ、先生、こんばんは。こんな時間にどちらへ？
アキ君に用があってね。今、如月寮から戻るところだよ。
なんだ、寮まで来ていたんですか。どうせなら夕食を食べていけばどうです？
ああ、いや、今日は遠慮しておこう。台所で人騒ぎが起きていたようだったか
Bit
ら
of a
な。
disturbance in the kitchen. What? Nanoha is here though.
ところで、そろそろ隣のお嬢さんを紹介してくれないかね。
Oh yeah, he doesn't know Nanoha yet, nor does she know him.
菜の葉、この人が俺の師匠の栗原直樹先生。先生、こいつは俺の幼馴染で若草菜の葉。
栗原直樹先生？
若草菜の葉さんだって？
They look at each other in surprise.
二人とも？
もしかして君は若草博士の娘さんではないかね？
はい。
やはりそうだったのか。お忘れかな。君とは数年前にも会っているが。
いえ、覚えています。お久しぶりです。
Mr. Kuriara looks nostalgic, but Nanoha seems kind of perplexed.
先生、菜の葉を知ってるんですか？
ああ、若草博士ご夫妻には随分世話になったものだ。言ってみれば私の恩師とでも言うべき人たちなんだ。
そうだったんですか。
若草博士はナノマシンの研究に大きな貢献をされた方だ。私も博士の作った実験体ナノフラワーに感銘を受け、今の人生を選択した。
Now this is a revelation. They are the reason why he chose this field and why he now works on assembler with Drexler.
すごいじゃないか、菜の葉。おじさんたちの研究が今じゃちゃんと成果を認められているんだな。しかし栗原先生の先生が菜の葉のおじさんたちだったなんて奇遇ですね。
本当に奇遇だ。こんなところで再会できるとは思っていなかった。
He heaves a long sigh and looks at Nanoha with sadness in his eyes.
すまない。君の入学を知っていればもっと早く挨拶していたものを。
栗原先生。
あの件は本当に残念だった。本当に何と言っていいかわからないが。
先生。
Nanoha panics and raises her voice. And what's with that expression? It looks both scared and sad. I really don't know what to make of it.
そのことは今はちょっとすみません。
そうか。すまなかった。
Still gloomy, Mr. Kuriara falls silent. Nanoha also hangs her head to hide her expression.
菜の葉？先生？
ごめんなさい。先輩たちのお手伝いをしてくるから。
Still hiding herself, Nanoha runs off.
先生、ナノハと何かあったんですか？
いや、すまない。今は聞かないでくれたまえ。
He looks up at the sky with a complex expression.
君はあの子とは親しいのかね？
ええ、幼馴染なんでそれなりには。
ならば頼みがある。あの子の支えになってやってくれたまえ。
Let me ask you to support her.
やっと思い出した。
I wanted to ask Mr. Kurihara about the accident, why it happened in the first place. Not just that, I wanted to confirm whether or not it was actually an accident. I thought it was down to me to act in place of Sora and everyone else at the academy based on his
師
answer.
匠に会いたいかね。
ああ、先生はあんたらがかくまっているのか。
いいなとも言えるし、しかりとも言える。いずれにせよ、会いたければ人に頼られ。
Oh yeah, so I looked up
自分の手で探すことだ。
this Suguru Kamoshida. Kinda, maybe. Not quite, perhaps. Right here. They do both have very squared jaws, but Gregory has like a wide jaw, whereas I guess Kamoshida has a very squared jaw. Similar vibes, I suppose.
そうするさ。とりあえず目の前に何か知っていそうなやつがいるしな。
ほう、私の体に尋ねるわけかね。
He squints his eyes and turns his arms into twin chainsaws. Here they come. Well, I'm gonna have to fight either way if I want to get out of here. Seems like shifting into my simulacrum and letting loose is the best option. Or so I thought, but that thought's interrupted by a sudden rumbling. The wall breaks and a bloody simulacrum bursts through. Wait, it's actually not bloody. It just has a frame colored like freshly spilled blood. Right as I realize that, it points a gun at the priest.
千客万来、今日は実に愉快な一日だ。
천객만내. 맞나? The priest bursts out in laughter in response. Meanwhile, the crimson simulacrum opens fire on him. The minion simulacrums rush forward to act as shields for him. Suddenly, the cultists lined up here start to shift to simulacrums too. Meanwhile, Gregory's nowhere to be seen. Looks like he managed to escape. The last thing I want is to get caught up in this, so I take cover nearby. The glance makes it apparent that the Crimson Simulacrum is making quick work of the minions' grunts. They don't stand a chance. Just like that, all the grunts are wiped out. At this point, I can't even see the interior of the chapel. Invincible Rami. The Crimson Simulacrum's head and turns to me. It doesn't move though, just stares at me. After a few moments though, it kneels down as if it's about to tell me something. It doesn't get the chance to though. Another simulacrum bursts out and engages in combat with it. The newly appeared simulacrum engages its optical wings as I stand aghast. I remember seeing this when I was at Seishu. It's the unit that appeared in the tournament and then went on to win the whole thing. Ignoring us, the two units start fighting, making a huge mass of the chapel. I take the opportunity to flee from the chapel. Once I'm out of there, I shift back into my simulacrum.
レイン聞こえるか？
No response. Looks like the connection's still jammed. I have no idea how to get out of this structure. Even worse, I've got hostiles on all sides.
こんなところでくたばれるかよ。どこを見てほらやーけやあーそれけほらやー
Hi, Misty combo. Take that.
へいほら見えた
Uh oh. More mobs!
ほら一目へいほらやーけやだオーバーヒートやったどっへい
I missed.
へい
Pop!
ほら
Nice job. Zakome.
へい
Oh yeah, I did it.
へいへいほらやーへい
I don't. Ah! Okay, well, the bazooka missed. That's okay.
へいほらやーあ
Oh, the grenade didn't do anything.
ー焦るなよどっ
Okay, hopefully Battle Axe, Spin Kick, and all that level up soon, cause I need them at higher level.
ダメージを受けないように戦わないとまずいな
I noticed something move out of the corner of my eye the moment I stopped to take a breath.
誰だ
Said figure turns out to be a lone NPC. It stands in place and looks up at me. I could mistake it for a doll if I wasn't paying attention.
なんだお前も迷子なのか
帰りたい
Its voice takes me by surprise. Quiet and meek, a voice that's not possible for standard NPCs.
君は一体君には前もあったよな
She nods weakly. She confirms. I knew it. I wasn't imagining things after all. It's not possible for her to be Sora or Ku. But something about her feels off. There's no uncanny valley feel to her like regular NPCs.
私の怪存在が呼んでいる
怪存在
複製分身違う表現する言語なし
She places her finger on her cheek. This must be puzzling her. Part of me can't help but see a resemblance to both Sora and Ku through it.
妹たち
Her face brightens up all of a sudden, and then the next moment she's running down the hall.
おいちょっと待ってくれ君に聞きたいことが邪魔するな道を開けろ
Ah, yada, bedtime.
へいへいほらやーしてくれどけれたかほらやー
Oh, surrounded owl.
へいほらやーへいやったやーへい見えたまだかへいほらやーへい
Nice. I like how these simulacrums are called clowns. Nice job. Battle Axe level up, very nice. The girl appears again once I clear these units out.
俺を待ってくれていたのか。
She nods, then sets off down the hall again. It's almost like she's trying to guide me somewhere. I don't want to fight with that circular saw enemy. Super annoying. Ah, they're so annoying. Alright, I'll go for the one. Oh my god, I missed. I don't want to go melee against these guys because they're circular saw. Just continuously. Yeah, they do that. Ah! Alright, I can take on this brown guy. Nice job. Alright, let's try to take this one out. Alright, put your chainsaw away, friend. JJ, hello, hello. Oh, you know, some story progression, nothing important. Alright, Urchin, thanks for coming by. Have a great sleep. Bye. Ah. Oh, I missed. There we go. Okay, spin kick level up. Very nice. Dirty Diglett, riha, hello.
この扉を開けばいいんだな。
She nods again. I comply and open up the hatch.
おかえりなさいませ、ご主人様。
An almost endless number of sodas greet me as I step into the room. It looks like a maintenance station for NPCs, which must mean I've made it back to the structure I came from. A number of people run off after spotting me. All that's left now are some simulacrums.
NPC を全部置いていけ。指示に従うなら見逃してやる。
そりゃご親切な子って。人形が欲しけりゃちゃんと金を払いやがれ。
You're gonna have to pay up if you want that. Oh hey, another fight against this noob.
頑張ってご主人様。
Stop calling me that.
のご主人様には私たちがサービスしちゃいますね。
悪いロジック組みやがってる。
このタイプは元から能天気なんだよ。人気の秘訣ってやつだ。
フレーどちらも頑張ってこなし合ってくださいね。
へい、ほら、やー、へい。
Boom! Alright, let me try using my ultimate. 1, 2, 3. Ow. Am I pressing the wrong button? My ultimate's not working. Ow. Come back here. You little... Alright. There we go. Yatta! Oh man, oh boy, robot fighting. I missed 2 hours of stream. RVD ha! You did miss 2 hours. Patch, 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 patch. Cheers and applause resound through the room. The moment I'm done. The girl who guided me looks at the NPCs with a hint of sadness in her eyes. Behind her lies a pile of discarded NPCs. Some lie lifeless, some are covered in wounds and bruises. The one constant is that they all look like Sora. There's even piles of what should be the remains of Sora. She hesitates for a moment, but then shakes her head. That's a lot of NPCs. To my surprise, she shakes her head again. Excuse me? Covered in what now? They let everything out. They took the entire burden, yet that was not enough. Tears begin to well up in her eyes. There must be quite a bit of stream delay right now, huh? Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, there you go. That should be better now. Hopefully YouTube didn't get cut out. Let's see. Okay, we're still okay on YouTube. Nice. They granted their every desire. We gave them everything, and yet... I finally understand what she's saying. It's the opposite of what I initially thought. She's not showing pity for the NPCs, but for their owners. For the people who did this much to them, yet still couldn't find satisfaction. She nods. I raise my weapon and I aim at the crowd of NPCs. A crowd full of faces identical to Sora and Kuz. A sharp pain runs through my chest. I can't just leave them be though. Their bright smiles remain until the moment they burn away to ashes. I guess the NPCs don't feel pain or anything. Rain's voice calls out to me all of a sudden. I notice that the girl isn't here anymore though, either. Rain stands in wait for me upon my return to Anonymous City. Everything I learned is relevant to her as well, so it's only right to fill her in. Just as I try to do so, though, an imposing voice rings through the sky. Stars are shining in the virtual sky. It's the light from a horde of simulacrums with their burners active. They materialize in the sky and descend one after the
こちら
other.
東郷軍対 AI 対策班。この領域に仮想特別法277条 B 項の規定に基づく制圧任務を遂行します。
They're the goat!
シュミクラムを装備している者は直ちに除装しなさい。武装している者は無警告で破壊します。
Damare! Gota! Angry shots are accompanied by gunfire. Among all that, I even hear some explosions.
無関係の住民まで参戦してきているようですね。さすが統治不能の魔窟だけあります。
その統治不能の魔窟にわざわざゴートが来るなんてな。
Next up is a horde of naked and half-naked people rushing from the structure's exit.
お前ら逃げろ。奥はゴードとドミニオンの殺し合いになってるぞ。
お楽しみを邪魔され、フォーラムの住民たちが逃げ出したか。
とにかく戦闘に巻き込まれる前に離脱しましょう。
I agree, but just as we get ready to move, I notice a certain ponytail among the crowd of people.
先にいててくれないか。
いや、ではネットカフェで待っています。
Fortunately, she doesn't question my motives. I see her off and then make my way towards said
千
ponytail.
夏、無事だったか。
She looks like she's in pain.
怪我をしたのか。
いや、ただあいつらおかしな武器を使いやがって。
She grits her teeth. I notice that her cheeks are flushed and her legs are trembling. They must have used some sort of gas-loaded Now that is a scary chemical weapon. A gas loaded with aphrodisiacs, the cooter gas. Noting that I put her arm over my
いい
shoulder.
よ。肩なんか貸さなくても。
バカ野郎。そういうことはちゃんと歩ける状態で言え。
Expropriate. Doing so makes it apparent just how high her body temperature is. Her somewhat sweaty scent brings back memories, oddly enough. Yeah, from her soccer playing days, of course. 100% not the indoor sports kind of type. There is a clear difference between now and then, though. She's not nearly as comfortable with the situation as she would have been back then. Memories from just before that Christmas begin to flood back.
いいから黙って受け取って。
It takes one to know one.
クリスマスプレゼントにちょっとした希望をちょうだい。これがもう最後のチャンスだから。
すまん。クリスマスの日、お前のところに行けなくて。
急にどうしたの？
いや、たった今そのことだけを思い出して。
うん。あの日こうが来なくて本当によかった。
I can tell she means it. The sad truth is that I don't understand
と
why
にか
though.
くこれだけは分かって。別にこうを憎んだり嫌ってるわけじゃない。
Okay. Alright, good night. Thanks for coming by.
そうか。
Okay, guys, she does not hate us. We have 99% success chance right there. I can only assume she's been hurt in ways she doesn't want to talk about. That brings to mind a certain city and the sights in it. Maybe she'll start to feel somewhat better if she's exposed to the said sights.
千夏、よかったらアーバラシティに顔を出さないか。
その話はもういいよ。私過去に溺れるのは嫌なんだ。
過去じゃないさ。俺だってナノハだってアキネーだって生きている。
でもアカウントなんかもらえないよ。私が仇じゃないのは分かってるでしょ。
俺だって同じさ。アキネーやおばさんがいなければアカウントなんか手に入らなかったさ。
She stays silent following that. Eventually, the crowd makes it to the end of the structure. Taking care not to get swept up in it, we're finally able to reach the neighboring structure.
なんだこいつら。あのフォーラムからの侵略かよ。
Anonymous citizen. All sorts of comments are thrown our way the moment we arrive.
当局の手入れ にくれたんだとよ。ようこそラ族の師匠か。おいおいおっさん、そんな娘みてえなガキ相手に入れたり出したりしちゃいけねえだろ。
I can't help but sigh. This place hasn't changed a bit.
ありがとう。あとは自分で歩けるから。
She makes a little effort to hide her own relief after I let go of her.
本当に大丈夫か？
うん。薬効も切れたところだし。
She collapses to her knees immediately after, causing me to grab her and I panic.
バカ！無理すんなって。
I hear her take a quiet yet deep breath that makes me notice just how close her faces are, enough so that I can see myself reflected in her eyes.
じゃあね、こう。
She pushes me away from herself, then runs off somewhere.
ちょっと待て！千夏！
I try to stop her, but she slips between the crowd.
おう
Ah! Why is Nanoha in Anonymous City, of all places? Nanoha, what are you doing here?
どうして
You weren't at the establishment just now, were you? She takes a step back, visibly in shock. That's followed by her turning her back to me, running off in the opposite direction from Chinatsu.
おい、待て！ナノハ！ナノハ！
Running into her like this took me by surprise, but I'm not the one that should be asking why she's here. Or I'm the one that should be asking why she's here. Why the hell are you hanging around Anonymous City? Why would you run off like that? I wasn't able to stop her though, let alone find her after she logged out. Bootlegger end. What time is it? How long have you been streaming? What time is it? 12:13. 2 hours and 10 minutes or so, okay. The plot thickens, right? Why is Nanoha there?
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
I'm met with some awful stench. When I regain consciousness in the real world, the source seems to be me, judging by how badly I'm sweating. Can't believe we are the stinky. Not that it's surprising considering what I just went through.
注意。ご無事で何よりです。
ああ、ひどい騒ぎだったな。とりあえず出ようか。シャワーでも浴びてさっぱりしたい気分だ。
同感です。では、いつもの場所に参りましょう。
Chapter 8 S? ES? We make our way back to the hotel we've been frequenting to get some rest for the day. Once awake, we return to the net cafe. The main thing on my mind right now is heading straight to Arville City to meet Nanoha.
注意。何か気になることがあるのですか？
ああ、まあな。
Yesterday, I learned that the Drexler Institute were seemingly in the process of making a new assembler. Not only that, but Mr. Kuriara's name was brought up in relation to it. I'm not even sure which to start fretting over first. The more I learn, the more complicated everything gets.
頼ってくださいませ。注意。
She places her hand on my shoulder and smiles.
仕事の上では私が、私生活では菜の葉さんやアキさんがそばにいますから。
そうだな。まったくだ。お前は頼りになる相棒だよ。
By the way, I just remembered that you can set on OBS, you can set different scaling filters. Because I'm stretching a small screen to the size of like this OBS screen, which is like a lot bigger. So this is without scale filtering. Looks pretty soft. And then this is called point filtering, which I think is just nearest to neighbor. And then by cubic, which is probably the best one. And then Lanxos. Which is a little sharper, but it has ringing artifacts. What's area? Area looks the same as disabled. Can't tell the difference. Is there a big mag filter? No.
Big Mac.
Nope, 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 nope. I tell her absolutely everything that happened at the factory following that.
なあレイン、灰色のクリスマスの原因って何だと思う？あれって事故だったと思うか？
それについては未だ明確な答えが出ていません。管理していた AI の暴走、一部研究職員によるサボタージュ、アセンブラのバグによる暴走、あるいは反 AI 派の破壊工作などなど、諸説が入り乱れていますが、どれも決め手に欠ける状態です。
反 AI 派の破壊工作にしろ、サボタージュにしろ、そこら辺の理由であっては欲しくないけどな。
Mr. Kuriara's face comes to mind. I can't see it being a fault with his work at least.
しかし、あの当時からエッジ企業や研究所へのテロ行為が頻発していましたから。
ナノマシンの研究所にテロ行為か？
アセンブラに限らず、完成前のナノマシンは単なるタンパク質などに過ぎませんから。
無害なうちに破壊するか。じゃあレインはそう信じているとか？
可能性の一つとしては。ただ被害の中心にいた研究者たちが生き延びて未だ逃亡を続けているのを思うと、
研究者たちが黒に思えるよな。あるいはあまりの被害の大きさにおののいて世間に顔を出せなくなっているかもしれないけどな。
I wanted to ask Mr. Kuriara about it all personally. About the cause behind it all. About why he's in hiding. About why he's getting involved with Dominion. We make it to the net cafe during the time I spend pondering over that.
今日も店員はサボっているみたいだな。
I take a look around, but there's no staff to be found.
それでも掃除はちゃんとしているみたいですよ。ほら、飾り付けの花がちゃんと昨日と変わっています。
Wait, is it different? Was anyone paying attention to the flowers here? Were they different yesterday?
焼け石に水というか、花なんか飾ってもこの雰囲気はどうにもならないけどな。
This is on the NE exam. No, that's gonna be the 14 exam. There is no NE exam planned for now. Let's check that clip I made. Let's see the clip. Oh yeah, that was also in here when I said Kimo. No, the flowers are white in there as well. Yeah. Seeing that no one's here, we once again make use of the consoles without permission. The writer was hoping that we wouldn't check, but we checked.
認証しました。アーバルシティへのログインを許可します。
ただいま。
I announced my arrival, which was greeted by Aki popping her head out of one of the rooms.
よく来たね。上がって。
Nanoha makes an appearance right after, looking very meek.
おかえり。ボーニー、レインさん。
She's barely able to make eye contact with me. It's kind of difficult to ask her about being in an anonymous city like this.
よう、ナノハ。調子はどうだ？
Very meek, much demure. Wow. Well, that sounds forced.
調子って昨日も会ったばかりじゃない。
そりゃそうなんだし。
千夏先輩は元気だった？
I'm struck with a sudden sense of deja vu. A similar scene has to have played out while we were at Seiju. What did I do back then, though? I should be able to remember that much at least.
なのは、ちょっと二人で話をしないか。
She gives both Aki and Rain a quick
言って
glance.
おいで。私はレインと話がしたい。
What does Aki want to talk to? What does Aki want to talk about? Whispering.
どうぞ、私たちには遠慮せずに。
というわけだ。もちろん、お前が嫌なら無理にとは言わない。
嫌なわけじゃないよ。
She nods in agreement. I pat her on the shoulder and invite her up to my room.
ひょっとして、また誰かの部屋を作ってたのかい？
うん。今日はソラ先輩の部屋。よくできたから、後で見てみるといいよ。
そうか。そりゃ楽しみだな。
うん。
Doesn't seem like she's ready to say what's on her mind, though I expected that much.
この前は変なところを見られちゃったな。
That's why I bring the topic up myself.
千夏先輩と。
Oh, so Nanoha saw Chinatsu as well.
いや、たまたま仮想空間で会っただけだ。それで妙な騒ぎに巻き込まれちゃってな。無名都市で騒ぎがあったのを知っているか？
うん。噂ぐらいは。
あの騒ぎで、千夏が妙なバーチャルドラッグの影響を受けたらしくてさ、肩を貸して歩いてたら、たまたまああなっただけだ。天地神明にかけて抱き合ってキスしてたわけじゃない。
I swear on my life that we were not hugging or kissing or anything like that. Why would you specify that?
そうなの、気にしてないよ。
I wouldn't mind even if you were. Oh, is that so? Her cheeks start to flush red.
でも、お前何か気にしてるんじゃないかと思ってさ。もし誤解を招いてるなら、俺もそれは解きたくて。
ちょっと寂しいと思っただけだよ。千夏先輩と会ってたり、付き合ってたりしてるのを隠されていたら嫌だなって。
そうか。だったら寂しさ解消だな。千夏と俺はそんな関係じゃないんだから。
私、別に千夏先輩とこうが付き合っていても、なんとも思わない。どころか祝福してあげられるんだから。
わかってる。ただ、お前は寂しがり屋だからな。
I pet her on the head, another habit from old times. She's always scared of being left out thanks to stuff that happened when we were younger.
もう一つ聞いていい？
She looks troubled. I can see tears starting to well up in her eyes.
なんだ？
こうは無名として何をしていたの？
Okay.
それを言うなら、お前こそあんなところで何をしてたんだ？
私だってセカンドで大人だもん。無名都市にぐらい顔だって出すよ。
だったら俺だって。でも、
コウがいたフォーラムではドミニオンとゴートが戦争してたんでしょ？
She's going on the offensive. She raises her voice at me, then begins tearing up immediately afterwards.
コウ、本当に兵隊とかになってないよね。危ないことをしてるんじゃないかって心配だ。
No, I'm not part of GOAT. I'm not part of GOAT, so I'm not military. I'm paramilitary.
ナノハ。
私嫌だよ。せっかくまた会えたのに、コウが死んじゃうなんて。そんなの考えるだけだ。
Tears begin to stream down her face. She's got no evidence to back it up, but she can probably tell I'm not in any normal line of work.
相変わらず心配性だな。
Just a mere shikikan in the
俺はドミニオンも
paramilitary.
ゴートも大嫌いだ。
Just in a PNC.
そんなものになっているわけがないだろ。
Shanibiri, huh? Ah, you missed quite a bit of plot. We just visited Dominion and their freaky church. I'll watch the VOD later. Okay.
本当？
Yeah, no actual plot. Mm-hmm.
ああ。俺が狂信者や反 AI 主義者だと思ってるのか？忘れたか？俺が何に憧れて趣味クラブに乗っていたかをさ。
I tell her a half-truth. Doing so pains me, but I make sure she doesn't pick up on anything. Upon that by smiling at her.
そうだよね。こうはずっと正義の味方に憧れてたもんね。
ああ、そうだ。それでお前が一番の理解者だったよな。
そうだよね。きっと。
She brushes away her tears with her hand. Seems like she believes me.
ありがとう。なんだかほっとしちゃったよ。
誤解が解けてよかったよ。
Repeat after me, Cole. White lies are lies. Forgive me, Nanoha. I hand her a handkerchief while apologizing internally to her.
こう、ついでにもう一つ聞いていいかな。
ああ、なんだ？
千夏先輩となんでもなくて、兵隊でもないなら、
Yeah, not a
どうしてあ
soldier.
のフォーラムにいたの？
Uh-oh. She's really going on the offensive now. Out of the frying pan and straight into the fire we go.
それは、だな。
God, she's not even blinking. Cracking a joke here won't save me. Looks like I need to throw away my pride and go all in. Nanoha.
俺も健康な青年だ。意味はわかるな。
わかってるけど。ってことは？
Her face turns beet red the moment she realizes the implication.
わかってくれたみたいだな。
Doesn't seem like I need to elaborate.
はい、それ、こうは大人だし、でも、たくさんの人ととか、人に見られながらとか。
But people do it in groups and in public there.
まさか、こうがそんな趣味になってるなんて。
お前も大人になったんだな。
じゃあ、まさかレイさんとあんなお嬢様みたいな人が、なんで？信じられないよ。
Ah, my jaw hurts from smiling, grinning. 아, 지금 광대 승천해가지고 지금 턱 아파. 광대 아파. Uh-oh, now her imagination's running wild. Her outlook on life is gonna take a hit if I don't stop her soon. That and her attitude towards Rain.
相手はレインでも誰でもない。意味を察してくれ。
It was an NPC!
まさか、相手は NPC？ そうなんだ。ごめんね。
Yeah, you shouldn't have asked. It's so awkward now. I have no emotions left to feel at this point. Bro fumbled the ball.
そうだよね。こうは NPC 好き
あ
だったし、早熟というか、エッチだったんだし。
おい、お前は俺の理解者じゃなかったのか？
理解してるから言うんだよ。私、クーちゃんのこと忘れてないよ。千夏先輩との件も、すごくショックだったんだから。
なあ、俺と千夏って何かやらかしちゃったのか？
呆れた。初めての相手も忘れちゃってるの？
The first time!
初めてって、まさか初体験か？
もう、知らない。千夏先輩がかわいそうだよ。
We fumbled hard. She puffs up her cheeks in annoyance before storming out of the room. Night eventually falls on Herbal City. Yo, we still haven't heard what Nanoha was doing there.
ナノハと何かあったの？
No, nothing happened. Please don't inquire any further.
まあちょっと。
ナノハのご飯 楽しみにしてたのに。
Nanoha ended up logging out right after that. She made it seem like something happened between me and Chinatsu, but I just can't remember.
出かけてくる。
リアルに戻るのかい？
内緒。
Even Aki has secrets now. Only me and Rain remain after she leaves.
お茶でも入れてきましょうか。
いや、座ってろ。ここの台所は俺の方が慣れているからな。
An almost deafening silence greets me once I step out into the hall. A certain scene comes to mind in the midst of it all. A scene from the period between spring and summer when Nanoha's transferal exam was fast approaching. What time is it? What time is it? 12:30. Okay, 2.5 hours. Hmm. All right, let's see how this flashback goes, and I'll probably end the stream there. Or if there's a chapter finish before that, then I'll end it there.
あれ？先生、もう帰っちゃうんですか？
He often comes to the dorm to privately tutor Nanoha. And that's despite the fact that he's busy as both a Drexler researcher and a special lecturer.
ああ、今日もこれから仕事があるからね。ん？いい匂いがしてるね。
あ、そうなんですよ。よろしければ寮のみんなと一緒に夕食。
ああ、ありがたい申し出だが忙しくてね。これから期間に直行さ。
すみません。先生もお忙しいのに、菜の葉のために家庭教師までしてくれて。
ささやかな恩返しだよ。
お疲れ様でした、先生。
Feeling nothing but gratitude, I watch as his tall frame melts into the evening sun. Oh, that was the shortest. That was the shortest flashback ever.
栗原先生。
I feel a wave of pain through my chest after muttering his name. My teacher, someone whom I admired, turned out to be a member of the Drexler Institute. What's more, he's currently on the run. Shocking as it is, I still haven't fully processed it yet. But he would always make use of his knowledge to focus on doing what is right. I just can't picture him as some mad scientist.
注意。どうしたのですか？
すまん。ぼーっとしていた。
また記憶錯誤ですか？
いや、思い出にふけっていただけだ。だから、そんな心配そうな顔をするな。
I give her a brief nod, then make my way to the kitchen. There's something trying to surface from the inner reaches of my mind as I do so, though. Chances are I would have had another flashback if Rain hadn't spoken to me. Actually, it feels like I'm about to have one any minute now. I don't want to make her worry though, so I bear with it until I reach the kitchen. The moment I open the door, I see a scene from the past, one involving Nanoha and a bath?
どうしたんだ？こんな時間に。
コーヒーでも入れようと思って。
なんだ。言ってくれれば俺が入れたのに。
それぐらい自分でやるよ。あんまり気を使わないで。
Nanoha smiles. She looks kinda tired, just like she did the past few days. A whole 10 days have passed since Sora suggested she focus on her studies, and I guess it's taking a toll on her.
勉強もいいけど、ちゃんと休まないと体に毒だぞ。
ちゃんと休んでる。それにせっかくみんなが気を使ってくれてるんだもん。頑張らなくちゃ申し訳ないの。
She feels she's gotta do it. What if she's tired because of the pressure?
俺たちは好きで菜の葉を応援してるんだ。申し訳ないとか考えなくていいんだぞ。
分かってる。大丈夫だから。
Yeah, she doesn't know. Her face is even stiffer now. Diligence is a good quality, but not when it comes at the expense of yourself.
コウもコーヒー飲む？
いや、結構。俺はもうすぐ寝るから。
Despite my answer, Nanoha's filling up 2 cups.
なんで2人分なんだ？
今は誠ちゃんが見てくれているから。優等生が同じ寮で助かってるよ。
Makoto's An honor student?
へえ、誠ちゃんって優等生だったのか。
誠ちゃんは奨学金もらってる特待生だよ。知らなかったの？
え、通ってるクラスや成績は友達付き合いに関係ないし。
Yes, classes and grades are not related to friendship.
まあそこがこうのいいところでもあり悪いとこでもあるんだけどね。
Nanoha beams at me, then picks up the tray with the cups and goes through the door. Goes to the door.
試験終わったら遊びに行こうぜ。飯でも何でもおごるからさ。
門倉光さん、渚千夏さんからお呼び出しです。
From Chinatsu. I find myself standing still in the kitchen upon hearing that notification. Another flashback out of nowhere. It hasn't even been a minute since, according to my
門
clock.
倉光さん、着信を保留にいたしますか？
いや、出るよ。つなげてくれ。
Once I take the call, Chinatsu's face pops up in front of me.
こんばんは。
おお、こんばんは。どうしたいきなり。
相談があるんだけど、今から会えないかな。
Me staring at my phone until the call notification goes away. Yo, that's so real. I do that every day. Every time I get a phone call. Answering phone calls? What is this, 1999? Same TBH, TBH. A gray cityscape greets me when I move over to the coordinates Chinatsu sent
ご
me.
めん、こんな時間に呼び出して。
いや、構わない。どうせ暇をしてたしな。
そう。
He responds without making eye contact. I guess this isn't the heartwarming reunion I was hoping for. There's a certain area about her, one that wants to keep me at a distance.
まずは一つお願い。お互い今何をしてるとかには触れないことにしたいんだけど。
構わないよ。その方が話しやすいなら俺もそうする。
It's almost impressive how many secrets we're all keeping from one another. There's so much I don't know about both Chinatsu and Nanoha in the present day, even taking my missing memories out of the equation.
で、相談って何なんだ？
そのこと
I
なんだ
can't
けど。
help but feel a bit nervous. What in the world is she going to
ね
ask?
えこう、今さらこんなことを頼みにくいんだけどさ、私もアーバルシティに行ってみたいんだ。
なんだ、そんなことか。
My nerves ease all at once. That's no issue at all. In fact, I'm glad she asked. There's only one
い
problem
いけ
though.
ど、お前過去に溺れるのは嫌じゃなかったのか？いや、責めているんじゃない。ただ心境の変化の理由が知りたくて。
別に変わってないよ。私だって如月寮は懐かしい。懐かしすぎるから辛いんだ。
その気持ちはわかるけどな。
私はただみんなに会いたいだけって言っても信じちゃくれないかな。
I want to, but is that really all there is to it? I know for a fact that she's working under similar circumstances to me. In the worst case scenario, she's either with Goat or another group linked to them. Knowing that, it's possible that she has other motives for infiltrating Arvel City.
私訳ありで正規ルートじゃアカウントが取れないと思うんだ。だからやっぱり無理言ってるかな。
いや、わかった。アキネーに聞いてみるよ。
I just can't tell her no. She's still a dear friend to me no matter the circumstances right now. Besides, Ark won't approve her if they know there's something else.
ありがとう。恩に着るよ。
That's the first time since meeting again that I've seen her smile, even if it's kind of forced.
よかったですね。何事もなくて。
Rain's chant echoes through my mind. Head. I had her on standby just in case, though having to do that while meeting a friend hurt.
問題はこれからだけどな。
もう一つ問題が発生したようです。気をつけて。シュミクラムがムーブしてきます。
千夏、急いでログアウトしろ。ここに妙なやつが来るらしい。
みたいだね。こうこそ急いでログアウトして。
We stare each other down. Are they aiming for me or her?
いいから行け。お前、俺に趣味クラブを見せたくないんじゃないか。
That should be the case anyway. Her affiliation will be obvious the moment I do. Assuming it's not a custom unit.
分かった。ここは任せる。
早くしろ。アキネにはちゃんと伝えておくから。
ありがとう。こう、根っこは変わっていないんだね。
Combat time! Crushing hammer. Grenade launcher. Yeah, it's pretty great.
Save します。よろしいでしょうか。
よろしいでしょうか。
兵装を新規開発します。
Crushing hammer. Unleashes a powerful hammer swing down towards the ground. Slow and easy to miss, but incredibly powerful if it connects. Increases the overall damage of a combo significantly if used at the beginning. Huh. Oh, it feels like something that you would have to use at the end. After knocking down. I want to see
よろ
this.
しいでしょうか。
Okay, it's like a ground target bazooka. Too bad I don't have the money for it. Where's Crushing Hammer? I want to see it.
よろしいでしょうか。
Oh yeah, this one. It's hard, but I don't have that money.
よろしいでしょうか。 よろしいでしょうか。
Oh, tackle's good. I should get tackle.
よろしいでしょうか。
The audio is so silly though, and it's 2,000. I can't afford that.
よろしいでしょうか。
Oh hey, that's explosive finger. Oh, how'd that miss? Okay, I can get one more hit in there before the bazooka.
装備を確認しましょう。
Maybe I can sneak a Falcon drop in there. Nope, not even close. Okay. I'm gonna need another weapon that rushes towards the enemy. Arm shot? Impact rod? X3 Hariha! Impact rod works! Oh, and then bazooka lens too, that's perfect. Let's go. Save.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
She disappears with a sad smile on her face. The minion simulacrums then appear in her place.
注意、加勢します。
Rain, thank ya!
レインはそこでサポートを続けろ。並行して千夏のログアウトポイントを探ってくれ。
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, come at me. One at a time though. One at a time. Oh, why is that? What does that keep on missing? Perfect. I love the combos in this game so much. They feel so good. Pyong. Nice. Ow, how did that? Alright, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Is this one bugged? It's not moving. Eat grenade. Bonk the sea horny bat. Oh no, surrounded. Oh, wow! Hitting from both sides. Bastards. Alrighty, big one down. Just the Zackos. Dashing so much. There we go. Okay. Rain meets up with me once I'm done dispatching.
千夏は終えたか？
申し訳ありません。敵のサポートの妨害もあって、正確な足取りは追えませんでした。
She sends me a large range of coordinates. The only valuable info in here is Chinatsu's logout sign. Hopefully she's okay. Why would Dominion attack out of nowhere like that
これ
though?
からどうされますか？
そうだな。とりあえずリアルに戻って食事をとって風呂に入ってくるか。
The Net Cafe's dirty ceiling graces my eyes upon waking up.
ああ、そっか。昨夜はここをベッド代わりにしちゃったんだよな。
I take a look into the console beside me. Inside is Rain, who could pretty much pass for Snow White. The city itself is visible through the building's entrance. Can't say I like the idea of going back there. I received an email just then. It's from Aki. Seems like she wants me to head over to Arvel City for something. Guess I'll do just that.
と引きこもりになった気分。いや、そのものか。
I sighed and lie down inside the console once more. Not long after, I'm at Arvel City once more.
おはようございます、門倉光様。
An NPC trots over to greet me. It's another of ARC's mass-produced models. Why do they keep using the one they must have so many when they must have so many other
お
times?
待ちしておりました。西野明様からご案内を承っております。
案内？まあいいや。
かしこまりました。では、どうぞこちらへ。
Oh, she must have completed the school. Restoration of the school, or like the recreation.
到着いたしました。お客様。
The place the NPC took me makes me freeze in shock. What I see before me is definitely Seishu. She keeps on putting Buddha statues and these Pokemons. Or is it? There's some stuff here that clearly doesn't belong.
また幻覚を見ているのか？
こちらはその建設中ですので、一部不適切な表現がありますことをご了承ください。
Yes, you lover, Rihariha. This game's about mechas and VR and nanomachines, son.
不適切な表現ね。
And cults. I know for a fact that there wasn't a golden Buddha statue sitting there. And let's not even get into the carnivorous plants. There's only one person that can be responsible for this. I look up and see my second cousin wave as she runs over.
Akine!
Moaning my name through bated breath, she stops in place looking fully drained.
だる。ちょっと待って。今そっちに駆け寄る。
いいよ。俺からそっちに行くからさ。
Hiding my grin, I walk out to her.
よく来たね。こう。
Happy with my arrival, Aki leans on me.
これ、アキネが作ったんだよね。
うん。私の得意分野。
すごい。けど、あの金の地蔵は何なんだい？
手伝ってこう。多分私の再現。
Just a bit, yes, just a bit weird.
アキネの見てる世界って楽しそうだね。
もう意地悪。
Bullying Aki.
ところでアキネ、なんでいきなり学園の再現なんか始めたの？
前々から考えてはいたのだけど。苦労して作っても寂しい思いをしそうで二の足を踏んでた。実際寮を作った時も逆に寂しくなっちゃったし。
She sighs and looks at me with sad eyes.
だったらどうして今になって学園を再現する気になったの？
みんながこうが戻ってきてくれたから。
Because I came back. I keep bawling hard right now.
それにこうにはここが必要と思ったから。
Is that a proposal?
確かに学園や寮があるのは嬉しいけど、俺を喜ばせるためにこんなことを。
Instead of an engagement ring, Aki gave me a VR chat world.
それだけじゃない。学園があればきっともっと思い出を取り戻せる。
She built it so that we could remember more stuff.
アキネ
She made this school just to help me recover my memories. Her actual duties might have been secondary to that. Warm feeling fills my heart. How is it in the future? Takes you to like 30 seconds for the chat to go through. Huh. Try playback at 2x. Try setting the playback to 2x speed or something. Should catch up a bit.
それで俺が来てから菜の葉や空の部屋を作り始めてくれたんだね。
I did have issues with encoding earlier, so that might have caused some delay. Gives me a nod.
記憶喪失の治療のため過去の状況を仮想で体験させる、そんな治療法が存在する。本当はプロに任せるのが一番だけど、
Not in a situation to rely on psychiatrists. Aki must understand that. She always seemed out of it, but she's actually pretty sharp. Looks like that part of her hasn't changed.
手伝ってくれるね、こう。
もちろん喜んで。
Showered by the light of the virtual sun, we do our best to recreate the school.
学長先生の NPC も作ってみようか。本人はいい顔しないかもしれないけど。
間違ってお地蔵様の NPC を作らないでよ。
Okay, yeah, I guess that was just caused by the encoding error. Don't think I can do anything regarding that, aside from stopping the stream and then starting all over again. The stream's almost over. You just bear with it for like 10 more minutes or so.
お地蔵の校長先生、かわいいかも。
That cool-like NPC crosses my mind now that we're on the subject.
ねえ、アキネ、クーってもう存在しないんだよね。
シミュラクラの話はしたよね。
She stops what she's doing to look at
分
me.
かってるさ。たとえ構成データが残っていても、空がいなければクーも存在できないんだよ。
そう。
だけど俺見ちゃったんだ。どう見ても疑似人格じゃないクーや空そっくりの NPC を。
きっとそれ気の迷い。
You'll finish the streaming before I realize. That might be the case.
俺もそう思いたいんだけど。
ならそう思えばいい。
The tone of her voice is harsh, but she follows it up with a gloomy sigh.
ただ妙な噂はある。
噂って？
クーの量産型が時々妙に人間臭い反応をする。
Okay, so we're not the only ones observing the weird human-like behavior from the mass-produced version of Ku.
そんな噂のおかげで人気アップ。海賊版まで作られちゃった。
There's even pirated versions floating around. Yeah, about that. We took care of a bunch of those yesterday.
その現象はアークでは確認してないの？
ない。あ、でもセイラ社長は何か知ってるかもしれない。
Aunt Seira, huh? She's as mysterious as ever, it
お
seems.
ばさんが？
そう。じゃないと説明がつかない。そもそもクーの量産を言い出したのはあの人。
例えばだけど。
I realize that what I'm about to say is
空
impossible.
を失ったクーが自我に目覚めたとか。
こうドミニオンに宗派を変えた？
まさか。
操り人形に命が宿るぐらい。それはありえないこと。みんなバカ。
She goes silent, making it apparent that she's upset. Guess I should drop this topic. Alright, there's something else I meant to ask her
ア
about.
キネ、千夏から頼まれたんだけどさ。
I passed on Chinatsu's request to me.
わかった。お安いご用。
She agrees without so much as a question. The next morning, Chinatsu made her way to Arvel City.
よく来たな、千夏。
悪いね。手間をかけさせちゃってさ。
She flashes a brief smile while waving at me, but then notices something that seems to put her off. I follow her outside, which leads me to the culprit. It's one of our NPCs.
ようこそアーバルシティへ。
いいからあっちに行ってな。
Chinatsu's sharp words make the NPC lightly bow and walk away.
話には聞いてたけど、悪い趣味だね。アキ先輩も一体何を考えているのやら。
アキ姉にはアキ姉なりの考えがあるのさ。
The protagonist is watching a scene where the streamer is watching a scene where the protagonist is having a conversation with his girlfriend. No, it says main character, not the protagonist.
こうはどう考えているの？
善意である限り、俺が怒る必要はない。
大人になったんだね。こう。
She makes a half-hearted comment, then gets going. Once there, though, she's unable to hide her own surprise.
懐かしいだろ。
ああ、そうだね。
She gives a curt response and promptly places her hand on the door.
おかえり。おかえり、千夏先輩。
Aki and Nanoha were waiting for her, all smiles.
ただいま。
Her sad tone makes Aki and Nanoha look at each
どうし
other.
た、千夏。疲れたのか。
I hope she's not pushing herself, considering what she said the other day.
ああ、うん。ちょっとね。
She nods her head.
だったら先輩のくつろげる場所ちゃんと用意しておきましたよ。
Nanoha gives her a big smile and grabs her hand. Which one is your girlfriend? Ah, the middle one. The middle one for now.
来てください先輩。見せたいものがあるんです。
あ、ちょっと。
Nanoha pulls on her hand and leads her away. I think this is our first time going into Chinatsu's room, right? All three. Ko just falls like that. Of course it's the green one. I love the green ones. Chinatsu voices her surprise. Despite the clutter, it's a cheerful, girly room with some training gear that doesn't feel like it belongs. In a word, it's very Chinatsu-like. Even the musician's poster on the wall was recreated just to be exactly the same as it was.
懐かしいな、この部屋も。
Chinatsu takes a few timid steps into the room and picks up the soccer ball on the floor.
先輩のためにアキ先輩が用意してくれたんですよ。
そう。
すごいな。昨日までは存在しなかったのに。
徹夜しちゃった。
Chinatsu doesn't seem too happy about it though. She's just staring at the ball with a sad look on her face. She's not happy with the balling.
もしかして余計なことしちゃいましたか。
うん。嬉しいよ。
She flashes an obviously forced smile, then places a ball back on the floor and turns her back to us.
奥で話さない。今はあるんでしょ。
もちろんですけど。
Nana is clearly shook, but not stirred. But she follows Chinatsu as she leaves the room.
私、何か間違えちゃった。
いや、そうじゃないと思うよ。
She really does seem like an entirely different person now. I figured she might revert to her old self a little bit if I brought her here. That doesn't seem to be the case. Even as we were eating, she's exactly the same. This is a bit uncomfortable. It feels almost like we're mourning something.
先輩、おかわりは？
Oh hey, Chinatsu in her mecha suit.
いや、いい。
Pilot suit, I
ごち
guess.
そうさま。たった一杯でいいの？
やけに小食だな。昔は3杯は楽勝だったのに。
そりゃあ先輩だってレディーなんだし、きっとダイエットしているんですよね。
Casual mecha wear.
あ、うん。そんなとこ。だったらお茶を入れてきますね。
Nanoha makes a hasty escape. I can only assume that she wasn't able to force a smile much
変わ
longer.
らないね、あの子。
あ、まあな。
What in the world happened to you then? If only I had it in me to ask her that. Then again, she's lived through Great Christmas as well. An event like that has the ability to change people forever. The conversation dies off again following that. Soon after, Nanoha returns with some tea.
ところで、マサはどうしたんだ？
呼んだんだけど、今は仕事が大変らしくて。
鈴代氏はあの騒ぎだからね。CDF の連中は休む暇も。
マサ先輩って CDF だったんですか？
She raises her voice in surprise, dropping one of the teacups in the process.
ごめん、知らなかったんだ。
でも、どうして、そんなこと一言も言ってなかったのに。
ほら、あいつはデカだから。昔の友達に余計な気を使わせたくなかったのさ。
知ってたの？
Ah, she's asking. She's attacking. You knew. I knew too, sorry. Something's up with her. She wouldn't turn pale like that just because we were keeping a secret from her.
ごめん。内緒にしてたのを知らなくて。
いえ。
そんなに気にするな、ナノハ。あいつはお前に血生臭い話を聞かせたくなかっただけなんだよ。
あそこは密造なのと狂信者の巣窟だからね。マサも本当に大変だと思うよ。ナノ物質なんか密造しやがって。ブートレガーなんて空爆しちゃえばいいんだ。
The bootleggers dealing with sturdy nanos should be freaking nuked. Ooh, Chinatsu going all very forceful language there. You can almost taste the resentment in her tone.
でも先輩、いくらなんでも空爆はナノがなければ鈴代氏の生活は成り立たないですし。
Absolutely filthy nanos.
密造なのに頼らなきゃいけないようなら、その町はどこか狂っているんだよ。そもそもあそこが飽和状態になったのも灰色のクリスマスの難民が原因さ。ナノマシンが主悪の根源なんだよ。
Nanomachines are the cause of the problem.
でも世界を救えるのはナノマシンだけ。環境浄化はアセンブラでしか。
ナノハ、まだそんなこと言ってるの
Chinatsu almost erupts in anger the second she hears that term.
目を覚ましなよ
I like Chinatsu. We all do. We all did.
アセンブラなんてマッドサイエンティストのたわごとだよ
She's yelling at my girlfriend.
世界は救えないんだよ
Wake up, sheeple! The deep state.
おい、千夏。
先輩は栗原先生がマッドサイエンティストって言うんですか
Surprisingly enough, Nanoha isn't backing down. There's tears in her eyes, but she's staring Chinatsu right down.
二人とも落ち着いて。
Not real. She likes the little sister type. No, okay, you see the route order is enforced by the game. I can't do anything about it. We finished Rain's route, therefore we are in Nanoha's route. Just fact of life there.
ああ、そうだよあんた まだあの男のことを信じてるのかい？
信じてたら悪いですか？あれは不幸な事故か何か。きっと先生が原因じゃありません。
じゃあどうして先生たちは無事に脱出できたの？
それは
ねえ、ナノハもあの日あの場所で起こったことを知ってるんじゃないの？
私はソラ先輩より早く帰ったから帰りの電車であの事件に巻き込まれて。
Okay, the stream's gonna be over soon, but yeah, thanks for coming by, thanks.
だったらいいかい？よく聞いて。暴走開始15分前に先生たちは研究所から逃げ出していたんだよ。
Dun dun dun! Kurihara and the crew, the researchers, ran away 15 minutes before everything went crazy. What's this about Nanoha being in the know? More importantly, what's Chinatsu going on about?
先生がわざと事故を起こしたって言うんですか？
さあ、私も聞きたいよ。ただ当時あの研究は存続の危機に立たされていた。だからもしかしたら焦って危険なデモンストレーションを。
先輩、ひどすぎます。あんまりです。
待った。
Nana tries to run out of the room, but Chinatsu grabs her by the arm.
ごめん、言い過ぎた。本当に悪い。私ダメなんだ。アセンブラの名前を聞くともう。
PTSD button right there.
出ていくなら私の方だよ。
She lets go of Nana's arm and leaves the living room, looking visibly upset.
ナノハは任せて。千夏をお願い。
ああ、わかったよ。
I follow her instruction and chase after Chinatsu. Chinatsu's crouching on the ground with her arms around her knees, her eyes locked on the ground. Another successful reunion.
千夏。
He responds with a wince, then stands back up.
せっかく歓迎してくれてたのに。
いや、俺からすればさっきの喧嘩はどっちもどっちだ。
Chinatsu went too far, that's for sure. Nanoha still trusting an assembler was a genuine shock, though.
私、バカが治ってないよね。あの子の親がアセンブラ関係の科学者って知ってたのに。
She settled that knowing that Nanoha's parents were involved in researching the assembler.
ああ、だからムキになったんだろうな。
How about you then? What exactly did you go through on the day itself?
私、クラスメイトが死ぬのを見ちゃったんだ。
I saw my classmates die right before my eyes. She answered a question I couldn't bring it myself to ask.
そうだったのか。
あの日、クリスマスパーティーに誘ったの覚えてる？みんな着飾って楽しそうにはしゃいでてさ。
People die when they're killed. Chinatsu. Do you remember me inviting you to that Christmas party? Everyone there was all dressed up and having fun.
なのに、クングニールが。
That didn't matter
会場
though.
も爆風と熱波でむちゃくちゃにされちゃってさ。
The blast from Gungnir tore right through the venue and everyone in it.
千夏。
みんなが死んでゆくのに、私、何もできなかった。
I couldn't do anything at the time. I just had to watch them die.
私、
I figured I'd be next too.
もうわかった。それ以上言わなくていい。
Now I finally get it. She's been trying all along to prevent her emotions from pouring out. That's why she seems so different
先
now.
生が憎いよ。私たち、先生を信じてたのに。
She's gritting her teeth so hard it seems like they'll crack at a moment's notice. Seeing that I reach my hand out to her, the least I can do is try to comfort her.
触らないで。
He knocks it away before it can reach its destination.
でもコウに触られたくない。
千夏。
忘れた。コウは私じゃなく空を選んだんだよ。
You picked Sora over me, remember?
すまん。
別に謝る必要はないけど、おかげでよく分かっちゃったよ。私たちは昔の関係に戻れない。たとえ如月寮や学園を再現して。
Recreating the dorm won't fix that. Our words stab right through me. There's little I can say in response. Yeah, we picked Sora over you. Stay mad, Chinatsu.
聞いてコウ。私この件に関してはアークも信用していないから。
That doesn't stop her from addressing me, though. Her tone indicates that she's much calmer now.
ドレクスラー機関のことか。それにどうしてアークが関係しているんだ？
当時研究所はマザーの管理下にあったのを知っている？
Oh, Mother was in charge of the facility. Mother's the Seishu School AI. Well, the School City AI.
ああ、もちろん。
当局に接収される寸前、マザーは自爆した。
What? Mother took herself out just before they could retrieve her after the incident.
そのデータはアークの AI に残ってるはず。だけど今もアークはその存在を否定している。
つまり事故当時の状況をアークが故意に隠匿してるって言いたいのか？
絶対にアークは何かを隠している。うかつに信じるとまた裏切られるよ。
I don't know, Chinatsu, you're saying this on Ark's server. That is probably very thoroughly monitored. Having said her piece, Chinatsu tries to set off.
千夏！また寮には来るのか？
私悪い先輩だね。やっぱり来るべきじゃなかった。菜の葉をお願い。
Saying that, she makes her exit for real. Nanoha is waiting outside for me when I get back to the dorm.
千夏先輩は？
帰ったよ。言い過ぎたって悔やんでた。
私も配慮が足りなかったし。
Seems like Nanoha is aware that Chinatsu went through her fair share as well. There's something especially painful about two people who understand one another clashing like this.
コウも先生を疑ってる？
それは。
ごめん。答えなくていいよ。
She hangs her head down for a moment. The tears welling up in her eyes are more than apparent when she raises again.
ただ、コウは嘘ついていないよね。
菜の葉。
コウは正義の味方だもんね。お父さんみたいな兵隊さんにはならないって決めていたもんね。
The pain. You're a hero, right? Not a soldier like your dad was. That's what you swore to yourself. For just a moment, I find myself ready to give her the answer she's hoping for. Enough's enough, though. I don't want to lie to her anymore.
菜の葉、実は俺。
She lets out a cry and scurries off. I try to search around for her afterward, but to no avail. The sun's already close to setting by the time I get back to the dorm.
ただいま。
I met with nothing but silence. I checked as much of Arvel City as I could, but Nanoha had pretty much up and vanished.
アキネも菜の葉もログアウトしてないはずなんだけどな。
I can't be bothered doing anything at this point, though. So here I am, sprawled out on my bed. The almost deafening silence brings to life one part of me that I've never revealed to anyone.
参ったな。
I hate being alone. Or rather, I hate being alone in a silent home. I can deal with being alone in and of itself. The issue comes when I'm indoors. That might just be one of the reasons I got so attached to the internet. As I lie there feeling listless, a call from Rain arrives.
コウさん、そちらの様子はどうですか？
Not well. I breathe a sigh of relief the moment I see her face.
まあな、いろいろ大変だったよ。
では、愚痴を聞きましょうか。
頼む。と、正直言いたい気分だな。
以前なら言ってくれなかった言葉ですね。
ああ、頭が穴開きチーズになって以来、腐った冗談を言えるようになってな。要は聞き流してくれ。
いえ、本気にします。では今からそちらに向かいますから。
She cuts off following that. Okay, this chapter, I thought it might be over soon, but it's not ending anytime soon, I guess. So, I'm gonna hit the end button there. Stop streaming button there for now. 1:23 a.m. GG, thank y'all. Oh yeah, I gotta save. Ooh, almost forgot to save.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
Playtime, 45 hours. I think like 12 hours from that is just me forgetting to turn off the game overnight.
終了しますか？
On a weekday, no less, we are really pushing it.
お疲れ様でした。
Ahem. Ahem. Yes, yes. Hey, thanks for coming, Shana BGG. RVD ba, that's an alpha ba. I've put in that many hours into my Factorio run in the past 3 weeks. Ba-di-ba-di-ba. Tomorrow is an off day, and then Thursday will be... what was it? I forget what Thursday was. Checking my schedule. Oh yeah, Immigration for Dummies, right. My tip for volcanists: automate foundries and drills ASAP. Run over some uranium tank shells to kill demolishers. Extriba! I'm stuck in Victorio, banging my head in volcanoes. Well, good luck with Victorio, guys. Alright, so tomorrow is a day off, and then on Thursday we'll be talking about how to emigrate. 자, 내일은 방송 없고요. 모레는 이민 가는 법에 대해서 방송을 해보겠습니다. 자, 그럼 리바리바, bye guys, 리바.